as the room fill up, be sure to hit the like. Sharing is caring. Come on, baby. One way or another. Let's get it. The name is Law Nation. There's no rhyme or reason to the time we go live during the off season. But if you part of the notification swat all the way up. Yup. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Come on. Let's get it. Who running? Who running?
What more do you want me?
All right. Turn me up. Turn the music down just a little bit. Let's get it. Put a 1 in the chat, baby. Come on. All right. Let's get it. Come on. Where my beans and bologna at, baby? Squeeze the bread on the bologna. Come on. Five, 4, 3, 2, and come on. All right. All right, you ain't mad at the law, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. Hey. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party, baby. We lit, baby. We lit. We lit. Shout out to y'all, man. I was like biting on the beat, baby. I was all off and everything, but I was biting on the beat. Sleepy Joe biting, baby. Shout out to Sleepy Joe, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to the Angry Cowboy. Boy, I have a segment for you. Oh, yeah. Put your hands together for my dog, my brother from another mother, man. The Angry Cowboy. He be letting y'all know, too, man. Where my button at? Here we go. Put your hands together. Hoo. Yeah. He's one of the good ones out there. And shout out to you, Lisa. Appreciate you. C. Burleson. Appreciate you. Cliff, thank you. And Jay Versick, my dog, what's good with you? And if I left you guys' name out, charge it to my head, not my heart, and pause is necessary. Jay Lombardi, appreciate you, dog, appreciate you. All right, so let's get right to it. The Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott this is a Dak-a-thon, right? Every day we got to talk about somebody, but why not Dak? You see him on the photograph right here. Photograph, you see in Dak, 4 foes, he holding up the foes right there, and you see one of the greatest coaches that ever coached the Dallas Cowboys. I want you guys to listen closely to some of the things that he's going to say on this Odin documentary piece, and I'm going to tie everything in, right? That's what we're going to do, and then we'll open up the phone lines. Y'all can fuss at me and everything, but before we go to the phone lines, just want to let you guys know that this show is sponsored by Prize Picks. You can be in the mix just like that. Let me share this lineup with you guys, and you guys can select from the lineup yourselves with Prize Picks whenever you decide to load up. Matter of fact, let me let it load while I get things going here. But I want to play this audio. Look how I'm building the plane while it's in the air. It was looking good until I started that, but y'all don't know. Let's just go ahead and just play this, man. Let's go ahead and play
Very
this.
briefly, if I may.
Yes, sir.
I would say to you, I don't think they get a deal done with Dak Prescott at all.
Whoa.
If I'm advising Dak Prescott, well, let me ask you a question, McAfee. You're one of the most you were one of the highest value free agents in the media business for a while there, right? How'd that work out for you?
Pretty good.
How was it
All right, before he go into talking about Pat McAfee, let's switch back over and pay this bill right quick. All right, so Jaylen Brown, I'm going with less than 23.5. Jason Tatum, I'm going with less than 26.5. I'm going with Kyrie in them, with 23.5. We need the Mavs to win tonight, right? And then I got Luka the Legend Doncic going with 32.5. Don't have me to say his name again, I'll murder it. But Luka the Legend is going 32.5. I got him going with more. And if you want to pretty much piggyback off of what I'm going with, ladies and gentlemen, just click on this right here and you'll jump right on in and get on in. Ain't that right, VA boys, fan? Come on now, let's go, baby. Let's get it. All right, so let's go back to the Cowboys conversation for the nation. Baby, let's listen to him.
Being an unrestricted free agent where everyone could just throw as much money at you as they possibly wanted to, and you could just sit back and pick where you wanted to go. Well, football, quarterbacks very rarely find themselves in that position, but Dak Prescott is one season away from doing exactly that. If Dak Prescott becomes an unrestricted free agent after this coming season, which there's nothing the Cowboys can do to keep him from becoming that, man, he will be able to choose his spot. He'll be able to choose his salary. Half the teams in the league will offer him $1 trillion, and he can choose where he wants to go. If it's to stay in Dallas, great. If he wants to go someplace else, he'll have an endless variety of options to choose.
All right, so, here's the thing. Options are always a beautiful situation. When you have options, when you're taking a test, always love to have multiple choice tests, right? If you're going to take a test, you would rather have the options, whether or not it's going to be A, B, C, or D, or sometimes it's 2 right answers, B and C. You would rather have that test, whereas you can at least say, well, I have an option. Right. The only time we didn't like options when it was option routes with the doggone wide receiver with the extension of the quarterback, and the wide receiver had options, whether he can take inside release or he can carry upfield or he can do a whip route and come back to the sideline for a 5 or 6 yard gain. But collectively, most people love options. And speaking of options, shout out to the late, great Kevin Samuels. He talked a lot about options from a high value, what high value man would like to look for out of a lady. And he had these lists of options, right? And what qualify for options is what their preference or what they prefer. And a lot of people, believe it or not, that measure themselves on a scale of 1 to 10 without using 7, some of the ladies kept putting themselves in that option when they are really not that option. They would look at it, no women bashing, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? Some woman would say, or some lady would say, yeah, I'm a 9 or I'm a 10, and then he would just ask you, how tall are you? Your dress size, and she would say, well, I'm 5'4", dress size 17 or 16. And he said, well, you're not on the menu for this particular guy. Now, granted, that's just what a collective opinions are desired by a certain group of men that makes this type of money, right? So some people got mad because they were not on the menu. But when you start surveying the land and you start going through those things, you find out that, damn, that dude was telling the truth. Right? But some of the ladies, and I'm just using this as an example, just shake me with the butter knife if y'all don't like the examples, Shake me with the butter knife if you don't like it.
Shame.
But what I'm going to say here is that some of the people will say, yeah, but even though I'm a 3 or a 4, I still smash. Even though you still smashing, but do you have a right to the ring? And it goes a little bit deeper. And what I'm saying is Dak Prescott, he is in a situation whereas he became or he will be a high value quarterback. He will have the options, ladies and gentlemen, to go to any team that he would like to. And if the that's open and available, of course, because there are some stipulations or some things that you can look back at and say, yeah, I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs would pick up Dak Prescott, right? Nor other teams like this, maybe the Cincinnati Bengals, the Bills. Let's use the Eagles, for example. They probably wouldn't take a look at Dak, but the Giants will. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Giants will. Hicks says, shame on you, Law. Shame. Shame. Don't shank me with the butter knife, though, man. Just like and keep moving, man. Don't hit me up, though. But what I'm saying is that basically there will be a lot of teams that will say, hey, I would like this particular quarterback to be my problem, right? The 12-5, the 12-5, 12-5, that's a problem over here. But somebody right now saying, boy, I wish that was my problem. Man, the Panthers wish that 12-5, 12-5, 12-5 would be our problem, or will be their problem. The Saints, New Orleans, boy, they'll put on for the city. 12-5, 12-5. Drew Brees couldn't even do that. And Drew Brees was a cold-blooded quarterback. I like Drew. Who else would love? Who will embrace 12-5, 12? Oh man, the Seattle Seahawks, they would love to go circle back. Oh my goodness, they'd love to be 12-5. Even the Cards, but to a degree, they still got Kyler Murray, who getting paid $250 million there. Right? Swayze, he says, depend on the kind of season Dak has. The offensive line is young and will go through some growing pains, which is very measured. Yep, and our wide receiver core is okay with no support for Lamb. Yes, Swayze, don't say too much truth, man. Riggs! Riggs! I can't take this no more. Commanders, oh my goodness. Commanders got more money than, let me see. Commanders got more money than Bill Gates, man. Let me see. Overthecap.com. Oh my gosh, man. The Commanders got $44 million. They got a lot of money. And then, if depending on the young quarterback that they got, Jaden Daniels, right? Depending on what he do, maybe they bring in a veteran quarterback to help alleviate things, right? Boy, can y'all look? Shout out to my guy Louis T. Shout out to him. But I could barely take him in 2020. Who's old enough to remember 2020? Who's old enough to remember 2020? The year the Washington team won the division. Y'all could barely take Louis T then. Can you imagine 12-5, 12-5, 12-5 Washington fans? Y'all think Eagle fans are annoying. y'all haven't lived long enough to watch those Washington fans. They are 10 times worse. They got fecal matter falling out of the sky over there at that particular stadium. Look, don't let Washington start winning, y'all. Look, it's crazy. Right now you see out of the people that got the most rings in our division, of course we cool. We cool with it. Giants fans, they don't talk as much because they got 4 rings, right? They chilling. They don't really do a lot of bashing. Washington team and the Eagles, boy, them two kids there, shoot, them all 2 bad kids right there, shoot. And they better be ready and give Daddy Dak Prescott something for his Father's Day this weekend. They better do something. Yeah. Lance Bell says those Washington fans are crazy. Look, for a prime example, I had like a sheet out there to prove that the Washington team haven't won a playoff game. Of course, we got our droughts, but they haven't won a playoff game in 18 years. 18 years. That's a long time. Let me see. I don't know if I got that chart sheet, but I'm gonna see if I can find it and pull it up. They haven't won a playoff game in 18 seasons, or 18 years. Something like that. If I can find it, boy, I doubt if I can find it. Boy, if I can find it, boy, I didn't post it over here. But man, but back to this subject matter. At hand. Let's listen to the rest of it.
Choose from. Being an unrestricted free agent star quarterback would be one of the rarest commodities that we've seen in pro sports in recent memory. He will make a killing, and if I'm advising Dak Prescott, I wouldn't even think about signing a contract this offseason. Play out the year and then let the world come to my feet, which is what they will, regardless of how he plays this season.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins just got a $180 million deal, $130 million guaranteed. And to your point, here's what Dak Prescott had to say about it.
But there's also some uncertainty with contracts for guys. Last year for you, last year for some guys, every coach, all that stuff.
Before he go into that detail, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for Kirk Cousins to get. And here it is right here, ladies. I knew I was going to dig it up. I had to dig it up. I've been itching, without being able to share this with y'all. I'm making sure I double check. 18 years. 18 years. Now, I know we had our pitfalls. And we had our shortcomings. And we can point to Jerry Jones at least, and I know they got Dan Snyder, over there, and he's now gone, and now they got Magic and whoever else that's over there, and Magic grew up a Cowboys fan, so Magic gonna still do us a little love. Y'all just don't see it yet, you know what I mean? But can y'all imagine? Even though we only got 2 out of Dak and 2 out of Romo, that's four playoff wins out of these 2 quarterbacks. But can you imagine not even winning a single game in 18 years and still talk noise? Them boys talk so much noise, man. Washington team, Oh, my goodness. And the way that they moved this offseason and the way they got that doggone Dan Quinn, the sabotage man over there, I can't wait. I literally can't wait for us to play Washington. Matter of fact, I'm more geeked up to play Washington than the Giants and also the Eagles this season. I can't wait. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see us just beat those boys down. But let's listen to more what that
Does it raise any urgency as you're going into this season?
This is the urgency you should always have, to be honest. So maybe guys who normally wouldn't feel it. So I don't mind it. Been in this position before. I'm a gambling man. Will gamble on myself and my guys. So not actually, guys.
Prize pick that.
I understand there's been a lot of shit with that. So.
Obviously had to clear that up. But he said I'm a gambling man. He's already had a big time payday. Maybe he is just going to roll the dice on the last year of his contract like Joe Flacco did back with the Baltimore Ravens.
Prize pick. And speaking of a gambling man, not saying that you gamble with Prize Pick because it's really not gambling. You just using more or less. So you are just pretty much using your special powers to your special capabilities. Ain't that right, ladies and gentlemen? Just like what we got over here with Prize Picks, man. And you can be in the mix as well, ladies and gentlemen, by the same way, by downloading Prize Picks on your mobile app or going to the website and using promo code LAW when you make your selections or your deposit. 100% of your deposit match up to $100 will be applied to all of you all. You know what I mean? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't find Dak on that. Before we get into these details of everything, keep in mind, just go ahead and get in line for the phone conversation. It's 657-390-7391. That's the hotline for your mind. So go ahead and jump on in for that. But I want to share this segue over to one of the greatest coaches of all time with the Cowboys. But before we go into that, I really want to give you guys, you see my guy right here. You see my guy right there. I want to give my guy, Angry Cowboy, a shout out for this video before we talk about what he had to say. And let's go with it. Let's go with the Angry Cowboy.
I watched Law Nations live, and the caller hit the nail on the head when he said some fans are brainwashed by the 4 and 3 letter networks. For the longest time, that's all we had when it came to keeping up with the Dallas Cowboys. People who didn't live in the DFW had to rely on those networks in order to know what was going on with our Cowboys. Now, we have all these super dope content creators who love nothing more than to bring their perspective along with facts about the Dallas Cowboys. We don't have to continue to drink the Kool-Aid that was given to us by the 4 and 3 letter networks, guys. We have options. We don't have to remain ignorant to the facts anymore. We can see the facts in black and white. We can see contract situations in black and white now. We have content creators that will keep you on the right path when it comes to our Dallas Cowboys. If you choose to continue to take what the 4 and 3 letter networks say is gospel, you have submitted to willful ignorance. You have the opportunity to know the real Cowboys Nation. You have the red pill in your possession. It's up to you to take it.
Man, man, the angry cowboy. Ooh-wee. That boy real with it, man. He got a golden voice too. He got that golden voice, man, that make you feel like you're in a movie theater. One man. Can he save it all? The Angry Cowboy, live here for the Cowboys universe. He's mad. He's angry. Think it's not strange. You see, the Creator wants us to be blind, crippled, and crazy. Blind enough to walk by faith, crippled enough to lean on him, and crazy enough to know that he will make a way out of no way. And remember, sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies will be here with you, brought to you live by the Angry Cowboy. We out. Peace. Let's go, baby. One way or another. Let's go, man. Let's go! Let's get it, baby! Sounds of soft souls. Yes, my guy, the Angry Cowboy. That boy got a
I watched Law Nations live, and the caller hit the nail on the head when he said some fans are brainwashed by the...
Yes, indeed. So when he's talking about that, he's spitting some realness. He's spitting some real golden rubies, gems, diamonds, all of that stuff. So he ain't lying, because what's happening here is that they fish for content, right? They look for content. And it's literally, it's cool for all of these other teams to spit at us. Let me see if I can find that link. Here we go. All of these teams to spit at us, and nobody brings this up. Nobody talk about the doggone Dolphins. Nobody talk about the Raiders, Washingtons, the Chicago Bears, the Jets, Cardinals, Panthers, Denver, even 7-year-long Steelers, right? But everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie got even fan base from those organizations to come at us. They talk real bad about us, baby. They do. They talk so bad about us that it's to the point, whereas I've seen with my natural eyes, right? I've seen it. Whereas those teams would lose on Sunday, and we would win by a field goal, and they would still be talking about what happened in our game juxtaposed to what happened to their game, right? Or we lost by 1 or 2 points. Their team and got blown out. True story. And they be in our chat talking, going back and forth, right? About how horrible the Cowboys are. It's crazy. And how terrible either Dak would be, Ezekiel Elliott would be, or how many balls CeeDee Lamb dropped, and their quarterback couldn't even hit water if it fell off a boat. So it's crazy. It's flat out crazy how everything is for what it is, ladies and gentlemen. And I like what Angry Cowboy stood up for all of us, the new media folks, to be laser focused in. Now, to segue over to this, what my guy said, one of the greatest coaches of all time, I want to just play this first opening part. Listen real closely. Listen real closely to this.
I used to jog with all my assistant coaches, and we were just kind of discussing, how could we get better in a hurry? Because the way the league is designed, it was very difficult to turn a team around just by drafting. There wasn't free agency at that time. And so I said, what do we have that anybody wants? And we didn't have a very good team. We had one Pro Bowl player, and that was Herschel Walker. I kind of just threw it out there, well, what if we traded Herschel Walker? And, of course, all my offensive coaches got all irritated. They didn't like the idea at all. But I did play around with the idea. Then I received a phone call from Ernie Accorsi, who was with the Cleveland Browns. And Ernie said that they were very close to winning a championship. They needed one great player. They needed Herschel Walker. And we talked about a possible trade. I went and talked to Jerry. I said, here's the trade that I have laid out on the table.
I'm going to let him finish. Let the legend finish.
It's an extremely good trade. We ought to make it, but we should see if we could better it. I said, you pick a few of the teams and you call them. I know certain people. I'll call them. And we'll just see if somebody wants to top this offer. As it turned out, I talked to Mike Lynn with the Minnesota Vikings, and he faxed me a proposal. I tweaked it a little bit, and we made history.
All right. The proposal was great. He talked about turning the team around. And he said the only way before that time frame to turn the team around was drafting. But he saw something that the Jones probably didn't identify and other teams didn't identify. That there's not a quick point to turn things around just by the draft. For some strange reason, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe, we have fell into the traps of saying that we're going to build through the draft. It became appeasing to us. It became very beautiful to us. It became a way of life, a philosophy, a principle, a strategy. And the problem is when you use and utilize the draft, you have a lot of gray areas. You have a lot of youthfulness. You have a lot of undisciplined situations. You have this part right here that a lot of people say.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
You have a lot of that. But the problem is with the Cowboys, the expectations always stay the same. They don't go away. It's always going to be Super Bowl or buzz. So when you look at teams that do win, they do this thing called acquisition. Whether it's a big-time trade during the offseason or if it's during the season, they realize that they are weak at certain spots, that they go grab a guy that can be a difference maker. The year was 2022. It was the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs in one of the biggest and one of the brightest games of the year, the Super Bowl. There was an acquisition made late that year for a guy that had troubled times for the New York Giants. And those troubled times, ladies and gentlemen, he couldn't catch water. I mean, well, no, it's hard to catch water. I mean, he couldn't catch anything. His name Kadarius Toney, by the way. He couldn't catch anything when he had the parquet fingers. But he was dynamic as a kick return, punt return. What if I told you guys, the beautiful people that's watching, if the Kansas City Chiefs didn't make that particular pick up and say that they liked just their guys and didn't identify that they had a weak spot on special teams, that the Eagles would have been the 2-time Super Bowl champs. See, you got to have the ability to understand your team. The craziest thing of it all, a third of you guys would only say, well, they got Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is the only reason why they won. But for those who watched the game, if they didn't make that move to get Kadarius Toney, the Eagles probably would have won that Super Bowl. Let me know that Kadarius Toney made a big play and gave them right at the 9-yard line for your mind. Or 8-yard line. He did a real good play. So what I'm saying is you got to have the mindset that even if you have a Patrick Mahomes on your team, that you're always looking. You're always digging up people to help your team and not resting. And one of the things that the Cowboys decide to do is that they get satisfied real quickly. To the point whereas, have you ever went out to eat with somebody and they brought the appetizers out? You know, you at this nice, lavish restaurant. They brought the appetizer out and they got that small belly, you know, and they say, I'm good. Like, dog, them just the Mars, man. Hey, the real meal is finna come. Them just the mozzarella sticks, man. That's all. Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I just got the mozzarella sticks. I'm gonna get me a Cobb salad, you know, for my main meal. Like, dog, you all right? Now, sometimes people do that because they're absolutely full, right? And sometimes I've been there before. God bless me, though. But I've been there before where you go to this nice restaurant, you're looking at that menu. You're looking at that menu like, hey, ooh, oh, wow, you know, damn, the appetizer, $24.99. Hey, whoa. And you know you're at a nice restaurant where they don't even have the prices. They don't have the price on the menu for the other stuff. And you like, man, if I'm looking at this menu, man, that lobster tail don't even have the price to it, man. It just say chef special, you know. But I'm sweating already because the appetizer $24.99. You know, all I have is $25. You know what I'm saying? And that's gas money, man. I'm on a hope and prayer. I'm over here off of fumes, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. Now, to me, the Cowboys operate that way. They're afraid. And they got money, though. They got money. They sitting on cash, man, you know. Yeah. Lord, they just be cheap. Yeah. But yeah. They fool around, take them to Red Lobster. They order all of the biscuits, man. Yeah, that's the cheat code. You know, they'll keep serving and sending out the biscuits. Hey, dog, you don't want nothing else, man. I just like the cheddar biscuits, man. I just like the biscuits, man. You know, you don't want nothing else? Nah, I'm good, man. Just give me a large ice water, lemon to infuse the water, and I'm good. Hey, man, everybody else got the platters and stuff. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Then they bring your food out. Let me just get one of them shrimps over there. Dog, man, if we just ordered, you know? Yeah.
He ain't lying.
Yeah.
Get your damn act together. Don't like your attitude.
Hey, Jerry, leave me alone. But what you got to do is when you go into that restaurant, sometimes you can't order the same thing too when you know that you're trying to do something different. You know, the Cheesecake Factory restaurant is bigger than the menu is bigger than the phone booth, phone book. Go and just order some things you never taste before. But what the Cowboys tend to do is order the exact same thing over and over and over again. Gina said them biscuits go hard, though. Yeah. But come on, get some shrimp scampi at least with them biscuits. Just don't get the biscuits, you know. Tell me, I'm watching my figure. Well, them just carbs. You gotta add some other stuff with that, right? You put some protein with that. Let me get the crushed ice over water, you know, and the biscuits. Yeah, Marcus B said, Law, you must know my wife. Yeah. Let me sip on some tea and some 3 wings. Yeah. And they eat all. Ooh, let me try that. Well, hey, the menu is right there, you know. McDonald's, Stone says McDonald's is too expensive for Jerry and them. Yeah, man. Yeah, but to bring light to it, it's just that's just how we operate and roll. And it's an unfortunate situation, right? But the Cowboys, shout out to AI Law, you know, the Cowboys did bring in a few guys to try out some stuff, you know. They brought in a linebacker. We went over this yesterday. They brought in a DB, which is cool or what have you. And I'm never going to sully or denigrate a DB because I like DBs, man. But I can tell you, Conley, he had some off-the-field situations. He had some troubles. And Baker, he had off-the-field situation. But if anybody can get those boys right and get those guys to their max potential, if they are available, would be Al Harris, right? The number one problem with this team before Dan Quinn got here was the safety situation. Al Harris already solidified the safety situation in 2020. The safety and DBs, who remember that? My only gripe with all of this is I wish that my guy Chido Awuzie would have been able to play a full season healthy under Al Harris, right? I think that he would have been that extra good piece for us, but he ended up getting hurt that 2020 year, and then he ended up going to Cincinnati the next year, went to the Super Bowl and beyond. Shout out to Chido Awuzie. Shout out to the Awuzies or what have you. Now I'm hearing that he's in Titans land. But neither here nor there, if anybody can get Baker and Garyon Conley together, will be my guy, Al Harris. And I think that he would do a great job, you know. Italian Cowboy says no interior defensive lineman. Damn, you know, I would say this though with the whole interior defensive lineman thing, those are big boys, and if they're gonna go veteran side of it, there's no need to rush that. It's absolutely no reason to rush that because big boys, you really don't need to see them right now. But after that first, when they start cut day in, they trim the fat down to, like, let's say the first wave is goes from 90 to 73. There are going to be teams that are going to they're going to trim the fat, and they're going to hope to restash the fat boy back. I hope that we do what teams did to us, right? Because Dan Quinn got rid of all of our fat boys. I hope that we go and scoop up some fat boys this season, you know, this off season, right? And bring them in at least after preseason 1, preseason 2. Bring those boys in to work out. And we would tell him, hey, we want you to be able to get through a gap. We want you to be able to be that plug. We're doing 2 gaps. We want you to be able to be in the way so these linebackers can get the job done. We like what Osa brings to the table. I have unbelievable faith in my guy Osa, right? My biggest reservation, I'm going to say this again, Denzel Daxton, Carlos, well, not Carlos, what's his name, y'all? Help me out. Dang, his name at the tip of my tongue. The guy that we picked up, his name is the tip of my tongue. But whoever, you know, my reservation still on him. You know, he been in the league for almost plenty of years, and we haven't heard him do anything of any area of importance, you know, and he's one of our veterans, right? And the Rogers kid, hey, it is what it is. But, yeah, Trip Aces says we need to clog the middle. Yeah, Carl Davis. Appreciate you, man. I'm saying Carlos Davis. Yeah, Carl Davis. Carlos was what we had a couple years back, right? Carlos Watkins or something like that. So, and Mozzie Smith, hey, whether he's 295, 305, or 335, we need for him to get out there. But he's not going to be rushed out there due to his shoulder situation. I want to say give him grace and mercy, but we got this dude right here. He ain't gonna be sitting around.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is what we doing. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go.
Let's go, man. He ain't gonna be sitting around, man. So, what I'm waiting for that. That's the only spot that I can wait on. Right? But them DBs. They're gonna test these young DBs and some of the guys like Conley and DeAndre Baker if they can make the team. They literally, we got 2 spots. They brought in 4 guys. So y'all know what the problem is, right? There's none. They're gonna sweat these guys and say, hey, we're gonna break the pool stick and y'all fight for them plane tickets. I love that. Oh man, I love that, baby. Sure. I love that. Break that pool stick. And we going to see who going to have the right to get that plane ticket to come out here to Oxnard to really compete against these other boys like Nashawn Wright, who been here for a minute, right? Like Eric Scott, like Izzy Mukamu. So all of those boys, they looking at it like, man, hey, coach ain't playing. They bringing in more and more DBs, more and more guys. Hey, they need to be knocking on Bones. Coach Bones. Coach Bones, I can give you special teams. Let me be special team. They better be fighting for that spot, and I love it. Nobody just giving the opportunity. Nobody just giving the situation. You got to fight for every single time out there on the field. You got to schmooze them, and you better be over there with Bones, Coach Bones, be it on that special team. That's the key. You win the special team place, you get at least an advocate for you, right? You get somebody for you to fight for you and say, hey, this Eric Scott kid, yeah, I know he missed the assignment, but man, he's a damn good gunner. You know, oh yeah, he kamikaze with it. Yeah. I'm fighting for him. I vote for him to stay on this team. Right? That's how you, and I'm talking to some of the players because they watch the show, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody watching the show right now that's undrafted and said, man, that law be spitting the truth. And I kid you guys not, check out soon for a video from my guy who hit me up the other day. Say it with me, baby. James Washington. Yeah. I don't really screenshot and show what he said, but he went back and watched some of the videos that we made, and he was like, man, you a character. I say, man, I just know what I'm talking about, though, you know. But shout out to James Washington, and he did say that he's continued to fight to prove that he is worthy to play in this league, but sometimes things just get in the way. And speaking of way, if things smell bad and if you got bad odor and stuff like that, let's talk about this because I want you guys to be in control. And when you're in control, things happen good for you in these type of ways. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Yes, indeed. Let's go, man. So I hope y'all stay in control, man. And hey, shout out to Mando for real, for real. Just use the information that's in the description box
I ran up a check, I might do it again. And the
Click on the website. Be sure to use code LAW for your discounts and beyond. Come on with it. I can do it again, baby. From the 908, you're live on the Nation. Talk to us, man.
What's going on, Law?
Not much, man.
How's it going, everyone?
Hey, man, all is well. All is well, bro. How you been doing?
I'm doing well, man. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying life.
Yo.
Time here, so just enjoying that Tim's album. But I think just hitting the Dak Prescott situation. I think we're looking at it more from a football perspective, where we should be looking at it from a business perspective in terms of the contract situation. I think what's happening here is that the Jones are strong-holding Dak Prescott and force him in the corner to sign a lesser deal. What I mean by that is that I think that, like, for instance, like Dallas, like, the Jones have a lot of influence, not just, around the football NFL area, but just in Dallas, period, when you're dealing with businesses and you're dealing with, something as simple as real estate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Jones has a lot of influence when it comes to that. And I think that from a Dak Prescott standpoint, and that's one of the reasons why Dak Prescott came out and said he don't want to be the highest paid quarterback, right? He gave leverage off just by saying that. And I think one of the reasons why is that I think he realizes that in the long term, I'm going to be making more money if I just invest in myself. Maybe I give away $2, $3, $4 million a year in order to make that $100, $200, $300 million in the near future. In terms of doing multiple businesses in Dallas, the whole 9 yards. Look at Roger Staubach. Look at Troy Aikman with his businesses. Look at even I'm not gonna say Tony Romo because I don't look at Tony Romo as a businessman, but even then being the head announcer of CBS where he's making $15, $20 million a year.
Yeah.
I think that if Dak Prescott was your son, you would be telling your son, I understand you want to be the highest paid quarterback and you want to move the needle and help your fellow quarterbacks, but from a pure business standpoint, it's not in your best interest to not still be the franchise quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
No doubt. Well, here's my thoughts on all of that, and you 1,000,000% right, but I think that it's a twofold, meaning that I think that Todd France is going to handle all of that negotiation part of it. And even though Dak would say, hey, I would like to be paid comfortable, I would like to get paid whatever the market value is of what I do, then his agent says, okay, say less, but I'm going to fight for you at least. Because these Jones boys, and I don't know how crafty Todd France is, but I'm quite sure that he's very crafty. And you saw what he just got with Justin Jefferson. He's under Todd France. I didn't even know that until the other day. So you already know that he's not coming with the low ball numbers, right? So that's just how it is. I think that Dak, from a business aspect, he's going to say his things that he meant, but he also going to take advice or lean onto the advice from Todd France. And I think the standoff is where Todd France is at. I think Dak would have been signed if he didn't have Todd France.
But then, and sometimes I think the agent is because the agent is not thinking long term for you. And what I mean by that is like they're looking at it from a commission standpoint. They're looking at my cut when you sign that big contract. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, they're not looking at it from your end saying, all right, 15, 20 years down the line, when you retire Dallas Cowboys quarterback, these are the businesses that's going to be open to you when you're no longer playing football. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Opportunities. Yeah. If you sign with the Jacksonville Jaguars, or you know what I'm saying, you're not going to get those same opportunities. You're not going to get the same attention. You're not going to get the same type of business opportunities. And I get it, right? From a paper standpoint, right? You're going to be Dak Prescott is the highest paid quarterback from a paper standpoint. Yeah. But that does nothing to you. That does nothing for you. And what I mean by that, that's more so for the agent. So Swayze. So when you have that, attorney and they fight for you, they come in for everything possible, and that's just how it is. I had friends of mine who was in a car wreck or what have you, and then all of a sudden their attorney
They didn't just come after, the people because they wasn't their fault that had the wreck. They came at the city. They came at the damn pothole that was there. They sued their own insurance. They went for everything, and they got paid handsomely for all of that effort too. So some will say, okay, hey, we would just pay for lost wages. We'll just pay for the medical bills and get you a new whip, and then you should be cool, But then there are some attorneys that will look at it and say, nah, pain and suffering. Now you scared to drive down this particular street at night because of this and that, and then we're gonna sue. They suing for everything. They suing the airbag deployment. They looking for everything, and I'm looking at Todd France as that particular person / attorney. He's gonna look for everything, and he's gonna say, well, by you guys not willing to pay early, this is what we're going to hit you with, because my client had to go out there and bet on himself. And he could be, the NFL stand for not for long. He could be not here next season, so that's how that goes. I appreciate you, Swayze. Thank you for calling in, bro.
But just one more thing, though. And I get what you're saying. You're saying from a pure, lawyer, your representatives don't fight for everything you say, but sometimes, that lawyer is working for you. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand that you're saying that when you say, I want to get the market value, he's going to go, all right, I'm going to go for everything. I'm going to stronghold these boys, these joints.
Right.
But I think from a Dak Prescott, he got to think about himself. What overall is going to help you in the next 5 to 10 years? Take less and get some more leeway for them to sign other players so you can win this. Do you think – can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. In closing, though.
Do you think Dak Prescott would make more money if he was the highest paid quarterback and not win the Super Bowl? Or would he make more money, let's say, if he was a top 7 quarterback, had enough resources, and end up at least going to the Super Bowl?
Going to the Super Bowl, he'll make more money, Yeah.
That's my point. So it's a lot of underneath businesses that he's going to make more if he just play ball.
The only thing is, Swayze, with that analogy is that the problem is that the Joneses haven't showed us any good faith that they will be able to handle more money, though. That's the only thing. That they would go and be responsible with the more. That's the only thing to counter that the Joneses, they can't be trusted, because, for example, you think that $6.5 million that Amari Cooper didn't take was accounted for, of bringing in more and more talent for the Cowboys collectively to win? Or they just look at Amari Cooper like, oh, this brother done took $6 million less. Hey, it's good to be a Cowboys, don't it? Maybe we get you a sponsorship deal. And all they did was sell it and denigrated him because of the things that he didn't do for them. So, and even though he took 6.5, I don't think that collectively Amari Cooper will ever recoup that $6.5 million that he took less.
You're right, yeah. So
appreciate you for calling in, though. Yeah, appreciate you, Swayze. That's my guy, man, Swayze. So this is what the Cowboys do. They will give, because even the fan base, none of y'all appreciate Amari Cooper for taking $6.5 million. Look, if there's a knock at the door right now and somebody got $6.5 million for Law right now, for Law Nation, $6.5 million, that's generational money for me, man. That's life-changing, man. Shoot. Don't you know what I'll do with my hands with $6.5 million? Shoot. That's what he walked away from. And every player's Orion Shazier hit away. It could have went bad for him. None of that money was guaranteed. Far as playing in the National Football League, you here today, you're gone tomorrow. So I guarantee you, Todd France is saying, look what they did to Coop. He took $6.5 million less, and they still treated him like dog food. And then they try to ship him off to Siberia, too, by the way. So that's why it's hard to get onto the money aspect of it. I got my guy, my brother from another mother, no other, don't look like Danny Glover, $100,000 with the plan. What's good, man? Look, would you take $6.5 million less, man? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Listen, I'll take 6.5 real quick. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can use that. I can use that, you know, that's some pocket change right quick. I go get me a steak or something, you know?
Yeah. You will upgrade your steak selection. You know, it would no longer be the Salisbury steak. You know.
Whoa, don't do that.
What you mean?
Don't do that.
What you mean?
Look.
Do that, that's what my coach did to us, man. And y'all win this game. Y'all win this game. I'm gonna take y'all to get some Salisbury steak. And I'm from Mississippi, so I didn't know what he was talking about. I said, "Oh man, I'm gonna get me some nice steak." And we went to the South. We went to this spot. We got some Salisbury. I said, "Dog, man, look, man." This ain't no T-bone. This ain't no ribeye. This ain't. Come on, man. What is this, man? This hamburger helper.
Don't do that, Long. Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that, Long. Don't do that to me. Don't make me go into the archives and send you some photos of some mistakes. Come on, Lord, don't do that.
Okay. All right, I ain't gonna do you like that. Okay, all right, I ain't gonna do you like that.
You know what I mean? New York strip. You know what I'm saying? Come on, don't play with me, man.
Tomahawk. Okay. So you already eating it. All right. You eat the good. You eating and living the good life. I need to get like you, 100 grand. Oh my God. I need to get like 100 grand, man. He never 100 grand never ate Salisbury. He's already.
I'm not gonna say that. But that was when I was a young. Come on, man. What you say?
But every now and then, if somebody now homemade Salisbury and some rice. Man, now we talking. We talking.
My mama grew down when I was young. Yeah, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
Real good.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that to me now, man.
I'll do to you now. But hey, man, look, bro, I haven't made it to your level yet, man. You can rotate Salisbury. Look.
He's a liar.
Give me some Salisbury steak and some oodles and noodles, dog. Give me some Salisbury.
I seen you a Ruth Chris, Law. I seen you a Ruth Chris. I seen you a Steak 48, Law. Don't play games. I saw you. I saw you at Ruth Chris, Steak 48. I saw you. Don't do that. Law be trying to play humble, man. Law got it, man. Don't pay attention. Law got it. Law got it. Law told me when I touched down in Dallas, I'm straight. Man. I ain't got to worry about nothing. That's what Law said.
Oh my gosh, man. Now where were we, man? Where were we? What were you talking about, bro?
Go Mavs tonight. Let's go Mavs.
Okay.
Okay. I got the Mavs. Let's do it.
Let's do it with the Mavs.
I think Kyrie going to show off. Yeah, I think Kyrie. Listen, I don't think y'all going to get at home. Y'all not going to lose at home.
Now, this is what I got with Kyrie,
if y'all
though.
lose at home and lose me money, Law, I'm coming to Dallas and we're going to have a problem.
Bro, I got $990 if Kyrie hit less than 3 threes tonight. Derek Lively been deadly, you know what I'm saying? So they got him with 7 points. Mm-hmm. He been scoring 2 to 3 points all this series. I got him going less. And then I got Jason Tatum.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. Say that again?
I got him going less. I don't got him going 7 points. I don't got him going off tonight. Even at the crib.
No, I'm nervous on that one.
But I don't have Kyrie hit. Kyrie is not finna hit 3 threes tonight though, all right? I don't have him hitting 3 threes.
Kyrie might show. Law, I'm nervous on that too. Kyrie know he gotta show off, Law.
He gonna show off, but he gonna. Luka gonna show off. I got Luka showing off on another spread, and then I got Jason Tatum. I got Jason Tatum going less than 26 points. He ain't gonna score more than 26.
I like that. I like that Jason Tatum.
So here's the kicker with prize picks though.
Okay.
I just need 2 out of the 3 to hit. That's 2 out of 3 hit. No, I'm eating a little bit more than Salisbury steak, you know.
throw some oodles and noodles on the side.
Man, I'm going to sprinkle all types of oodles and noodles on there. And onion powder on that thing. Garlic and everything. A vampire can't stand close to me. I'm going to murder that doggone Salisbury steak with some smothered gravy over rice. Come on, man. Over a bed of rice. Come on, baby. Sure, y'all don't know. And I'm going to tell the lady in the back. And I'm telling the lady in the back, hey, give me some good old cornbread with it. You know, make sure mine's a little dark, though. I don't want no light-skinned cornbread. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Lisa said you better change Lively tonight. I debated myself because Lively cost me the other day. You know what I'm saying? He cost me the other day, so that's why I'm debating. That's why he may be the guy. All I'm thinking is that 2 out of the 3 gonna hit Lisa. That's all I'm waiting for. But what you got for the show, man? What you Jay Lombardi says over a bed of rice. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, listen, man. The contract, man. Listen, Dak Prescott don't want to be the highest.
Okay.
But he want to get paid too.
Yeah.
He want to at least be in that top 3.
Okay.
At least be in that top 3, and I think that's where the issues are. I don't think they want to put him in that top 3. I think they want to. Matter of fact, I'm lying. You know what might be the hold-up, law?
What's the hold-up,
That guaranteed either the years or the guaranteed money.
Yeah, that was a hold-up last time.
I think that's one of the two things. I think they got it ironed out. I think Dak want to come back in 4, and they want to give him a 5 or 6, and Dak don't want to do it. I don't even think the guaranteed money's a hold-up. I think it's the years.
The years. Yeah, that's what it was last time.
Years.
Yeah.
Because
the Cowboys
Dak
wanted to
come
offer
back
more
in
years.
4.
Yeah.
They tried. Yeah, the Cowboys want to stretch this thing out, and I don't blame them because they help them out on the cap and it does these things. But Dak don't want to do no 5, 6 years. He want to come back in 4. He want to come right back, and I don't blame him. I would do that.
How old is Dak again?
Should be 30, right?
Man,
when he come back, I can 34.
I can see
this out and get 2 more contracts.
If you hear this right here, bro. If you hear this right here, bro, and I guarantee you, we got some breaking news. The Cowboys done signed Dak Prescott to a 6-year contract. Somebody gonna go into cardiac arrest knowing that Dak Prescott gonna be here until 37, until he's 37 years of age. They gonna have a stroke, bro.
because they hate any Dallas Cowboys quarterback that don't get it done within their first 4 years.
Yeah.
3 to 4 years. If you a Dallas Cowboy quarterback and you don't at least make it to the Super Bowl in your first 3 to 4 years, the fan base turns on you. You're garbage. And it's like you've been here for 30 years, 28 years, and you don't want to get it done.
Yeah,
that's
true that.
Every Dallas Cowboys quarterback.
True
I don't
that.
care what color you are. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
That's how we roll around here.
No.
You got 3 to 4 years to get it done.
Yeah.
You don't get it done, we want you gone.
I call that bullshit because I think you get a year and a half.
A year and a half.
You get that strong year. They give you a little grace and mercy. Like Trey Lance, let's say Trey Lance, something happened, and Dak Prescott somehow, and Trey Lance be the starting quarterback, for the you get 1 year. You 1 year and a half. Cooper Rush is on his 1 year. He's on that half a year because he didn't play a full year. He on a half of a year. So if Cooper Rush started the remainder of this year, they'll be like, hey, get Cooper Rush up out of here, man. I don't care if he's 5-1, They gave Parsons 2 years though. They gave Parsons 2 years. So if you're a non-quarterback, they give you a little time.
You get longer if you're a non-quarterback. If you're a quarterback, you're right. You get a half a year, 2 years.
Yeah,
Other
max.
than that, it's over for you. You're
it's over.
done. You gotta go. That's how we roll around here in Cowboys Nation. So that's any quarterback, man. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
But they don't understand, it takes a complete team. It's not just the quarterback.
Yeah.
It's a complete team, man. But they'll never understand that.
They'll never understand, man.
They'll never understand.
But in closing, man, what you have in closing, man?
What I have in closing is, Mavs tonight. Let's go Mavs.
Okay.
Yankees, you already know we winning. Y'all lost again last night. Y'all got it. Look, y'all got blown out last night, Lord.
Man, I blame you, man.
8 points. 15. You let the Dodgers put 50. Now, don't get me wrong. We lost 2 games.
It's an evil world we live in.
Appreciate you, man.
But they came and put 15 points up on y'all boys. That was sad, man. I cried for you.
Man, appreciate you for calling in, man.
Right, man.
Good call from him. All right, so I'm going to give y'all the orders. I have the 206, I have the 802, and then I have the 618. Those are the next 3. I got the 206, you in the mix, live on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix, man. Talk to me.
What up, Law? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. Doing good, bro.
Yeah, you should tell 100 Gram and a VIP to come to Oxnard.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can meet them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those boys, they way on the East Coast, though. So that's a long little hike, man. Yeah, they on the East Coast,
And that, you're right, though. Right now, the quarterbacks. I watched the game last night. I went over and I watched Pittsburgh and the Cowboys in 2016.
Yeah.
Remember that game?
Yeah.
And that was a good game.
Real good
game.
game.
What I'm saying? That was a real good game. So I like to go back and watch the tape. I watch how the offensive line play. Then I watch how the D-line play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's going to be all about this. We have the teams. I'm not worried about the defensive tackle. We're going to get probably about 1 or 2 extra out there, the cuts. Because, like I said, Cleveland, New England, Cleveland, the Redskins, and there's about 2 more teams. They got about 70 tackles. You can't keep all of them.
Yeah, you can't keep them all.
Like, we're going to lose some safeties, too.
Yeah.
So some of y'all players, people it's stealing all the players off of every roster. So I don't want people to get frustrated when they boys get,
Yeah, that's the only spot that I would give a little, grace to is the interior defensive tackle. You're not asking them to do very much on the opening week of Oxnard, second week. So what you want to do is you want to see what you got out of Daxton. You want to see what you got out of Mozzie if he can come out there, and Rogers' kid. You want to see what you got out of those boys. And then there's one truth that I'm going to tell you. Coach Z, that Jeff, I can't say his last name, Coach Z. That dude right there, we just need for him to be honest. If he can be honest, then we okay. Meaning that he goes back to Mike Zim or he goes back to Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and say, hey, Daxton is not it or Rogers is not it. I can only coach him to this level, but I need to just get this. Yeah.
He's going to tell them. Because his scheme and Zimmer's scheme is like, they like to keep people from pushing them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you could tell, like you said, Gary Davis get pushed back, you don't want him.
Yeah.
If you go, if people block him and he don't move, you want the people you can't move.
Yeah.
But if the people you getting pushed back and your body turning, because sometimes Mozzie was doing it because he was trying to shoot up the gap. No, once you turn your body, you done.
Yeah.
You got to stay right there so the linebackers, it's all about making them linebackers, eat. Because I was watching Steele and he was showing the tape, Zimmer D, and boy, he had Rogers. Boy, Rogers be confused. How you think the Redskins and the Giants and Kellen Moore offense going to be confused?
Yeah.
Because you don't know where they're coming from. And that's why I like this scheme. And this scheme going to make the safeties better. And it's really, the person that's going to help a lot is going to be Bland. Because now Bland really can play corner and ain't got to worry about being out there by himself because he got the safety behind him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, be more
So
aggressive
they say you might
on
not
it.
get,
Yeah.
They say you might not get more interceptions, but you still gonna get your interceptions because them guys know how to bait you. Because now they really to take chances. Because you know, number 7, he love to take chances, and you ain't got to work because you got the safety back. So this is gonna make the quarterback really put that ball down and get. So the defense is gonna be on point, but it's gonna all come to the offense. And like I tell my friends, I talked to the owner that I work for.
Right.
His team is Baltimore, and he made one good point.
We see them week 3. Yeah.
He said, "Mark, forget the regular season." He said, "We go 9-8 and make the playoffs. As long as I get in the tournament, that's when it all counts." He said, everybody be talking all that smack, but if you don't make it to the tournament, then you had a bad season.
Yeah.
So Cowboy fans, so far we've been winning. You want to make it to that tournament because you could do what the Giants did to us when we beat them twice in 2007. Then they got in playoffs and came back and beat us and went to the Super Bowl and won. So the key is making it to the playoffs.
Yes, MJ, before I let you go, man, I'm just use a Brandon Ross reference here. We don't really care about what the Cowboys do during the regular season. It's what they're going to do in the postseason. So I think that this is a playoff kind of caliber of team, and that's why we're getting so much negativity and toxicity, or however you say it, here, because we already know that we are a playoff team. It's just what we can do to the postseason.
We just got to do it.
And it's a long wait, bro. That's what we're waiting on, man. We're waiting for the postseason. But I'm trying to cheer people on while we get there, bro. I appreciate you calling in.
One game at a time. We take it one game at a time.
I like that approach, too.
The only game I'm worried about is the first game, Cleveland.
Yeah.
So, Cowboy, go one game at a time. Don't look ahead. If you go one game at a time, with the way we're going to run over people, I think we're going to have a really good year. I think we're going to win like 13 or 14 games.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, man. Thank you. Yeah.
Good show, man. How about them Cowboys? And let's go, guys.
Yes, indeed. Let's go, man. Let's go. And shout out to MJ. Good call from him. Yeah, man, put 1 in the chat if you think we are a playoff team. Right. Put 0 in the chat if you don't think we are a playoff team. I think we are a playoff team. We know we can get there, but can we win when we get there? I'm already planning. I'm already manifestation. I put manifestations out. I'm manifesting right there, right now. Right? I see a lot of ones in there. A lot of ones, man. I think we can absolutely get to the playoffs. Now, along the way, I know there's a few losses during the regular season. I'm looking at the small details on how we win and how we lose. And if we need 3 yards and we can't get 3 yards running the ball, I'm angry. I'm going to be like my guy, the angry Cowboy fan, who I'm finna bring on. But, baby, if we need 3 yards and we can get 4 and 5 easily on the ground, I'm happy, y'all. That's a massive improvement from last season. If we got the ball and we dictate on what the alignments and assignments are on defense, oh my gosh, I'm prematuring, over here. You know what I mean? For those, I'm really lifting up some good stuff over here. If we can get teams to start making necessary adjustments, man, oh my gosh. Teams would sit back and go quarters defense and dare us to run and not get out of it. And we had no ability to make any adjustments on the offense. Oh, my gosh. All right, I got Angry Cowboy fan from the 802, baby. You're live on the nation. Let's get it.
What's going on with you, Law, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, man. It's good to hear your voice. It's good to hear and see your channel grow. And you're not doing a good job, bro. I'm gonna let you know that you're not doing a good job. You're doing a great job. A great job.
I truly appreciate that, Law. I truly appreciate that. And I don't want to, tie up your phone lines or anything because I know they be blazing. I just wanted to call in and thank you. Like, that whole clip that you played earlier, I appreciate the shout out. It was a part of the podcast, but I wanted people to know that we now have an option. We have wonderful Cowboys content creators that come out here and that do the due diligence. And I think a lot of people don't seem to realize, like, a lot of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, a lot of tireless nights, hours working on videos and stuff like that. And then some ridicule from trolls and things. Like, I consider you, and there's a few others that are my Mount Rushmore when it comes to content creation. So I just wanted to get on here real quick and let you know, thank you for everything you do. It's truly appreciated. Thank you for what you do for Cowboys Nation.
Man, you like I said, man, you got one of those golden good voices, man, that I think that since I got you on right now, that I want you to rap with us on something, and I'm gonna put a beat in, and I just want to hear you if you can, if you have time. I know you probably be busy. Do you have a few time?
Oh yeah, I got some time.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm finna load up my box right quick. Hold on. I want to hear you so I can get this all recorded here on the fly right quick. Bear with me. Here we go right here. Boom. Put that one there. It says 34 seconds. We be rocking in 34 seconds. Let me see what that deal there. So what else been going on with you, my brother?
I mean, nothing too much. Nothing's been going on. Just trying to get this content coming out, trying to get the classic Cowboy content going out to everybody. Kind of been a little bit, MIA on X, but been doing a lot of things on, obviously, YouTube and TikTok.
What is your schedule then? Like when do you go live and things like that? And maybe we can carve out a schedule or something like that, and maybe I can jump on with you.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I go live whenever I'm like, okay, I just want to go live. There's no set schedule.
Oh, you kind of like me. There's no set schedule. Man, you cut from the same stone, man. Hey, here it is right here. Just give us a little something, because they can hear it now. I know you can hear pieces of it. Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Can you hear it now? Barely, huh?
Yeah, barely.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, is it because I don't rap like this that you can't feel this? Introduce the real ish, or is it the fact that I rap with speed? Don't get drunk, but I do smoke weed. They kind of make your face flat on the street, then start twitching Apollo Creed. Indeed, one of the villains that ever done it. They say you different, you so they frontin'. The haters they want to be starting something. Inflatable eagles look at the puppet. To me it is nothing to get on the back and just lyrically crush it. Rushing away from the scene and the ones that I do without second. I say what I mean, guys.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that though. Man, you went. I thought you was gonna give me poetic, but you gave me Twister, man. Hey, I didn't like it at all, my brother. I love it, man. I love the passion, man. That was fire. And I'm gonna give a shout out to my people over here at Rogue Shop, because they are one of the good people too, man. And I appreciate you so much, dog. Thank you, man, for calling in, my dog. Appreciate you. Hey, the Angry Cowboy, let people know where they can find and follow you.
Well, you can follow me at the Angry Cowboys Fan on YouTube, The Real ACF on X. So, and let me give you a drop real quick for you. Because Cowboys Nation, you are rocking with nothing but the best.
Let's go.
Nation Sports.
Yes, let's go, baby. That's the angry cowboy twister, you know. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. I love it. Oh, my goodness, man. And shout out to Rogue Shop, by the way, who's been really one of the true great sponsors of these type of shows. Shout out to Rogue Shop. Check out the information in the description box for all of your Rogue Shop needs. And they the best in the business. And speaking of that, I got from the 618. Warm it up, Chris. You're live. Come on.
What's up, Law? I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to Zimmer's schemes, obviously you got to watch him when he be the defensive coordinator in the early 2000s. What are obviously a defensive coordinator is not going to be absolutely perfect. So when it comes to his Zimmer scheme, what are some cons to his scheme? Obviously, you could say our D tackle room from the run stopping standpoint is not great, but is there anything that you looking at his scheme that you're that you think that is a con in his scheme, maybe compared to a Dan Quinn or something like that?
I think that Chris, a lot of kind of his scheme is C-gap runs. I think that he kind of overemphasized through the A-gap, B-gap in the middle of the field. Another con of his scheme is post routes on the outer edges. Sometimes if you don't have the DB that's willing to get grit and grimy enough, really press cover, it could be dangerous because of the fact that he gives a little bit too much cushion, in my opinion, on certain things. And when you look at it, you can go back to the time that I think it was Cooper Rush that played him, that played against Mike Zim defense.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say 2020 or 2021?
2021, because Dak was just out for that.
Yeah, he was out for that game.
On Halloween night, I remember.
Yeah. So when you play against a team that's disciplined like that, you can do some unorthodox stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you can catch him because he didn't see my guy. Number, what's his name, y'all? His name tip of my tongue. The wide receiver that was here. He did a flea flicker or something like that and got him. I forgot his name, tip of my tongue. God,
he went to Miami?
Yeah, he went to Miami. Y'all help us out, man. Shoot, his name, tip of my tongue. I just can only remember the jersey number now. But you can get him with some razzle dazzle. You can get him with some end around stuff. You can get Zim with that. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, with you saying that,
Cedric Wilson, yeah. Woo! Go ahead.
Would you say that that the cons in his scheme is better, not as bad compared to a Dan Quinn scheme, or what would you say that? Because obviously you probably wouldn't see as many turnovers, but I think we'll still get a decent amount just because we have ball hawks at corner. But what are your thoughts on that when it comes to the cons of Dan Quinn and Zimmer scheme? Do you think it would make our defense better in your opinion, or does it really depend on certain positions and depth and stuff and what we have?
Well, I'll have to see it because sometimes there's two things when you're looking at, defense for the first time. Either the players will adopt it or some of the players will revolt. Some of the players say, well, back in Quinn days, we did it this way, right? And we refused to pick up the system the way he wanted. And that could be a situation. I would say as much as we would dog Quinn, he did give some exotic looks, far as you don't know necessarily how to pin the linebacker, whether it's truly him or is it the safety climbing down. But he kind of fell in love with being a little too exotic to a degree by putting Parsons at nose tackle at sometimes, and they running right at him. So I would say that with Zim, he's going to not give you that exotic look. You know where the linebacker's at. You know where things are going to be at. But he will give you some mixtures up front, with we don't know whether or not the linebacker is coming or he's going to fall to the hook or he's going to run to the flat. So that's going to be more of the most exotic looks that he's going to give you. But I think that I would rather be a well-disciplined team versus a team that's undisciplined. They get lucky here and there and we win games. No, I want us to be a disciplined team where our number one goal is to stop the run, force teams to pass, and we win the game that way. That's how I want this defense to be.
That's really like the only position on the defense that I'm worried about is the run stopping ability for us. Like there's a lot of unknowns. Osa, like he can stop the run, but he's not going to be your Hankins, So
right.
I really think that at some point we need to go get Campbell. We just need that guy that can actually that is experienced to be able to stop the run. You know what I mean?
True.
So,
True.
But thanks for taking my call, Lodge. I always appreciate it. You have a great day.
You as well. Good questions there too, by the way, Chris. You have a good one. Good call from Chris, y'all. I think, and here's my only thing is, too. And I'm not going to put this on the area or the side of the unknown, but Zim made me do like this. Hey, what's that moment when he said they're going to have less INTs? But when I think of INTs, I think of regardless of whatever scheme or system that you are in, Trayvon Diggs is a ball hawk. That's what he do. Right? Regardless of any system and scheme that you in, Bland is naturally a ball hawk. He's a ball magnet. He got magnets on those gloves. So he's going to still play his same way. For example, if you get an orange and you squeeze it, what you going to get, ladies and gentlemen? You're not going to get apple juice. You're going to get orange juice. So that's what's in these boys anyway. Eric Scott, to a degree, I heard he picked off the quarterback the other day in practice. He's a ball hawker. That's what he does. So I think that even though Zim said that this team may have less INTs, he's speaking from past performance of what he used to have. He never had Al Harris on his side coaching these boys up. So I think that the INTs will still be there. I think that the coverage ability will be even greater than what we had last year because there were a lot of weak spots on the field, especially in that Green Bay's game when I saw the person who wore number 1 previously, named Jaron Kearse, just couldn't turn and flip his hips. I don't think that we will have those type of problems here. When middle field is closed, it's closed. Middle field open is open. The next call I have on the line from the 815, you're live. Brandon, you talk to us, man, from the 815. You live in the mix.
Man, Law, you've been spending the day. I cannot lie. You've been spending the day.
I appreciate it, man.
I agree with what you said and what Swayze said. Look, I'm not a Dak fan, but if we could get Dak on a discount, I'm willing to take it. But when I say discount, I mean it's going to be a discount. But I also agree with what you said. There is no evidence that the Dallas Cowboys will use save money. There's no evidence of it.
Right.
You just can't find it. So I agree with that. But which lands me in this area. I think we should move on from that. I think this should be his season. Whatever. It's honestly, Law, you don't believe in Dak anyway. So, let's move on. To me, to drag this out lets me know you have reservations about that. So, to me, let this be the season. What is going to happen is going to happen. But, guys, I want to also go to something that Law said, because Law been speaking today. This is one of them days Law ain't with all this corporate stuff. He just giving it to us straight. Law said, it's not he said, put a 1 in the chat if you think we're a playoff team. Guys, I've been saying this for about the past 3 or 4 years. We're going to make the playoffs. I'm not saying overlook the regular season, but Law used to say this one specific thing, the formula. It's how you win. It's how you lose. Yeah. I don't want us to get caught up in being the Redskins, the football team by 40 points. Law said something. Can you get the 3 yards when you need to? Can your quarterback get you the touchdown when you need it? I don't care about being the Giants 50-0. It's in the the season always presents challenges and moments where you like, man, this is a moment in the playoffs that we gonna see. When they say, hey, we not gonna let you run the ball. We gonna force Dak to not only throw, but we gonna force Dak to throw in the middle of the field. What you gonna do? What's the adjustment? Guys, it's not about winning. It's how you win. It's how you lose. Like, dude.
Hey, man. Hey, I got no rebuttal to what you said. You were measured with it, you know. Although, you know, at least you said it like you can't stand Dak Prescott, right? You can't stand Dak Prescott.
But I haven't said anything that wasn't true.
I get what you're saying. You know, hey, when I was growing up, when I first saw it, I couldn't stand lima beans. I couldn't stand butter beans, man. I couldn't stand them. Look, I couldn't stand them. But then Grandma and them was talking about, man, he's gonna be good for you. He's gonna be good for you. You just gotta taste them. You know what I'm saying? And then as I got a little older, I started to appreciate them. So that's all I'm saying. Maybe Dak Prescott to you is like a lima bean, a butter bean, however you want to call it. And then when you get a little bit older, you're gonna appreciate them.
Law, can I say this in close?
In closing. Yeah.
Law spin facts today. What he just said is fact.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a fool. We could let Dak go and get a bomb quarterback. I'm not sitting up here like I'm a person that's gonna tell the truth.
Okay.
I'm not a fool to not know that, man, we could get a quarterback that's worse than Dak.
True.
But damn it, we done had 8 years and Dak only gonna get you 36 wins and 36 wins minus the 5 that Cooper Rush got, but he gonna get you wins in the regular season. But when the playoff come, he gonna throw you 2 interceptions in the middle, and we gonna be blaming everybody but Dak firing coaches. How about them Cowboys?
You slide devil, you. You slide devil, you. He gonna close out like that. He's all sneaky. He's sneaky. Brother so sneaky. Damn, he's sneaky. He didn't leave me no chance to rebuttal that. But, you know, here's what I'm gonna say, though. That's the terrible mistake that the Cowboys may just make if they fool around and believe that Dak Prescott is going to have a worse year collectively than what he had last season. That's the ultimate mistake. If they allowed his brother to play this season out and not entertain the contract, they are caught up into that spot. Whereas you got $40 million, well, you got $55 million this year, you got another $40 million next season. You know who was in a similar situation like that? And I know somebody gonna shank me with the butter knife or what have you. They're gonna say, "Yeah, man, Law, but you know this guy made it to the Super Bowl." CMC is in a similar situation. I thought you don't pay running backs, but they paid CMC again more and more money. It freed up some money now. But there's no guarantees that he's going to stay healthy. He's going to continue to be on that pace. But they look at it and they say, shoot, we believe in him. And we're willing to take that risk so that we can have more and more money, more and more remuneration, more and more things to happen for this team. And look at where they at now. Them boys did that for $32 million, man. It's not a player in the league that's open that they can't go out there and get. They got that 4-minute, remember that menu we were talking about? They all over the menu. They can order from whatever they want. Yeah, they can get the lobster tail with the tomahawk steak and the caramelized onions and yeah, put the let me put the butter spread over it and the asparagus tips, you know? And for appetizers, I want to do the Southwest egg rolls infused with shrimp. I eat so much shrimp, I got iodine part in it. You know, they can do all of that. Whereas the Cowboys, man, we go into the doggone restaurant and say, hey, you got the kids menu. Oh, this the kids menu? Okay, let me Steven Jones, what you want? Oh, you want the 5-piece chicken nugget with the Mars sticks? Oh, you want the French fries? Okay. And the chicken fingers. Okay, we gonna order that. All right. And let's go, baby. Let's go. You know. And that's off the kids menu, man. Let me get the Caesar salad with mine. Put some cheese on. Yeah. Tell me when. From the 409, what's on your mind? Point Dexter, phone number 3. You're live. Talk to us.
What's up? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
You know, last year we came out and we said we was going to be a running team and depend on the defense. Then they had to get the ball to Dak.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't no doubt about it, man. We are a passing team.
Right.
But we need to be able to run the ball when they get into them quarters and get them out of there so we can do what we do best.
Yeah.
So, yes, we do need a formidable running game. And as a team, we just have to play harder and smarter. You know, when we talk about Michael Parsons is a beast, but you have to put him in certain situations. This man can rush the quarterback like no other.
Yeah.
But you have to be in a situation for him to rush the quarterback. You got to stop on first, second down, and put him in a passing situation and let Parsons do his thing.
Yeah.
But when you running at him and you chipping him and doing all those other kind of things, you make him a non-factor. So what Zim is saying is that, yeah, if you want to do that, we're going to have a defense that makes you pay for you doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go with it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, all this stuff about being signed and stuff and all this old kind of stuff. The management of the Cowboys, they are crazy as hell, but they not stupid.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. They're not stupid with it, yeah.
But you see that dude walking down the street, man, he talking to himself. He playing like he's Zorro or Swashbuckler or something and everything. But you don't see him walk in front of no cars. You know what I'm saying? He crazy, but he not stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. They crazy as hell, but they not stupid. You know what I mean? We're going to have a team. We're going to play a good year. We're going to be in the playoffs. But I'm not going to fast forward to the playoffs.
Ooh.
Just like everybody said and just like you said. I'm going to relish the wins, and I'm going to pay attention to how they win. If they have a...
How they win, Point Dexter, and how we lose, because there's a loss somewhere in there, right? So I'm paying attention to how they lose and how they win, and that's going to be the deciding factor to me, you know.
Yeah, because we had Super Bowl teams, they lost games. You know what I mean? It was Super Bowl teams, but they lost games. Nobody going to say, oh, the Triplets lost games, but they lost games just like everybody else. It was times they wasn't up for games and whatever, and when they broke through against San Francisco, man, that game could have went either way, man, because it was a crucial time, and Aikman short on the ball, but Alvin Harper jumped over a dude's head, man, to make a play, and that was a game-changing play. So you need a whole team. You need wide receivers to make plays. You need running backs to make plays. You need offensive line. You need everybody on the team to make plays. And the thing about Dak Prescott, hey, man, look, I've criticized Dak Prescott.
Right.
But I've gone away from criticizing Dak Prescott because you hear so much unjust criticism. So I can criticize him, too, but I don't want to criticize him because, you know, these people here, they stuck on stupid and they parked in ignorance. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The numbers wear it out. You hear what I'm saying? The numbers wear it out. We've been like Friday.
Yeah.
When Smokey say, you ain't got nothing that go together.
Yeah.
Okay, we might we ain't got coaches. You know what I mean? We might have a quarterback. We receiver by committee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get rid of players that can help us in playoff games.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about, but hopefully we can put it together, have some people to play, and I hope my boy Parsons is doing all these things, getting his head right, and say, man, I'm going to be a beast. I'm going to be all over the field. Them are going to put me in all these different positions. I'm going to be a monster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm hyped up, man. You see I'm hyped up.
Man, I can tell, man. Shoot. And I love it, man. I appreciate you for calling in, Poindexter. Good call from you.
Okay, well, let me say it before we leave, right?
Yeah, that's it.
How about them Cowboys?
Wait a minute. Let's go, baby. Yeah. That's my guy, Poindexter, man. Good call from him. Yeah. He sung that one, you know. Yeah. That sound like a drop. How about them Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen? He made some good points. It's the way we lose, you know. And it's the way we win. It's the how, you know. And it's the win too, though. It's not the W-I-N, but the W-H-E-N. Like, when do we lose, you know? Is it coming off of a primetime game? Is it on the road? Is it at the crib? Do we buy into the false truths? What are the false truths? The false truths would be, hey, man, we undefeated at the crib. We untouchable. Then we get sloppy. Don't do that. Approach the game the same way. Whether you playing at your crib, someone else's crib, or even in the parking lot, play the game the same way. Fight the same fight. Don't live on the fact that, hey, every home game we get a turnover, or hey, our record is this when Dak Prescott do that, you know, or when the run. No, you don't want to land your plane on that side of the field, and I think that's what happened. When you get too high of your own supply, and you get too cocky with your own reasoning, and you forget the small things. It's the little things. It's the little things that the Cowboys must achieve. And I'm going to be giddy. If I can see the Cowboys need 3 yards on rushing and they give you 4 or 5, right? And that's right. It's the little things you do, that make me want to get with you. All I want to do is the zoom, and the boom, boom. Who remember the song? Who remember that song? All right, I got from the 206, and then we had the 971, and then we have 254. But from the 206, you in the mix, talk to us.
What is up, my friend?
What's good with you, my dog? What's good with you?
Oh, not much. How you been? You been all right?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I can't complain, bro.
That's good.
The conference has been locked.
So what you got for us, Eric? What you got for us, man? What y'all Seahawks gonna do this year?
I don't know. I really don't know. I heard you ask if Seattle would be interested in Dak Prescott earlier. We might be interested in him.
Yeah, you'll break a leg to get Dak Prescott over there. Yeah, I already know. But he ain't going to Seattle land. Nah.
Yeah, I know, man. I know that. So it's I feel like things gonna be okay, Gavin.
Yep.
Yeah. You got some good offense pieces there. You got defense. You got special teams. Oh, hang on.
Man, all we need now, as far as my Cowboys, is we just need to see some football action, and every day getting closer to football. Ain't that right, Eric?
Yep.
Man. So, hey, I appreciate you for calling in, Eric. I appreciate you, man, and hope all is well with your team until y'all see us.
Yes, sir. And of course, I gotta end it right. How about them Cowboys?
How about them boys, baby? Appreciate you, man. And, hey, keep holding it down for me over there on the chat. So, shout out to you, Eric. Appreciate you. Good call from Eric, y'all. All right, so I got my brother from my neck of the woods from the 971. Stay out of my backyard. JP, you're live on the nation. Talk to me.
What's up, Lawsy?
What's good with you, man?
Mr. Natchez, what's going on? Natchez, how life treating you?
Man, Natchez is good, and I'm treating life good. Life treating me good, too. So we all working in unison over here.
When last time you been back to them woods, them backwoods?
I'm thinking to make that trip in a few weeks from here, man, before I hit up Oxnard. I'm thinking about going down there and talking to my brother. He just bought a house out there, so I'm going to give him a little housewarming gifts and stuff like that. Can't wait to get out there.
Is that 6 hours? How many hours is that from away from?
About 6 or 7. About 6 or 7 hours, depending on the foot.
Oh, yeah.
And how nice the patrolmen, how nice the highway patrolmen are to me. You know, the radar be letting me know, hey, he hiding in the woods. Don't nobody know how to hide better than the Louisiana cop, man. See, they let you speed all through Texas, but when you get in Louisiana, shoot, they be hiding, man. They'll jump out on you.
Ticket money.
Yeah, they on a quota system over there. You can only schmooze in them so much. Yeah.
Like Chris Rock said, they play the hide and seek game.
They play hide. Yeah. The guy house that I'm going to, my brother, he's the Eagle brother. So I want to make sure I get him something. You know.
Right.
Make sure I get him something, you know, that they're gonna look good.
Make sure you get him a nice towel or something.
This helmet right here, salute the services. You know, it got green in it, but the helmet that I got in my hand got a nice star on it. I think he probably would like this helmet. You know, put it on his mantle somewhere. You know, yeah.
Yeah, I want that. I just want to. I'm looking at the schedule right now. And I see. Okay, week 1, Cleveland. Week 2, New Orleans. Baltimore. Week 3, the Giants. Week 5, Pittsburgh. And then you got week 6, you got Detroit.
Okay.
What do you think our record would be by the bye week?
If we can manage to lose only 2 games, I'll be satisfied. Now we go undefeated. I'm a little worried a little bit because I don't like the Cowboys to handle. I don't know how they handle success like that. You know, I want us to have a little bump in the road, but I would prefer us to only lose about 2 games, man. But if we can go undefeated to that point, we'd be okay.
What game?
Man, don't get me to say it. Don't get me to say it though.
What game?
Let me pull up this.
You think they're gonna lose?
Oh man, see, you try to squeeze content out of me, man. You see, I didn't even look at it that deep yet. Oh, let me pull up this doggone thing. Give me 1 second here. Let me.
The time is upon us, and we got almost 2 months before the September. So we got July, August, 2 more months. You know, that's almost 60 days, so you're almost under the 90-day mark. Almost start of the season. So I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull from my guy Freddie. He says 4-1. We need to be 4 and no, hold on. Savage 22 Savage said we need to be 4-2 come by the bye week at least. I would accept us. It is how we lose too, though, bro. It's how we lose. Yeah. It's how we lose. So
Cleveland's the playoff team. Baltimore's the playoff team. Pittsburgh, did they make the playoffs? They didn't make the playoffs last year, right?
I think they did or they didn't. But they still gonna be a real good team. I think they were gonna be a real good team.
Detroit, with Wilson. So you think we can beat Detroit again and Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cleveland?
I think we had Detroit last season by double digits. That fumble that they called on CeeDee Lamb, I get it, you know, but we probably would have beaten them by double digits. I think we beat the Steelers, we beat the Giants. I think we sneaked the Ravens and the Saints. Hell, with the Browns, week 1, opening week, we still be trying to get things together. I don't know, man. I'm not going to put a loss on us yet. I haven't went through my official schedule or what we gonna win or lose yet. It's still too soon. I told everybody wait till at least I see these guys in training camp. So that's why I haven't gave out my official.
I got us going 1-3 by the bye week.
1-3. One game. Who's?
Yeah, hold on. Let me look at this again. Lost to Cleveland. Struggled with the Saints. Lost to Baltimore. Win. That's win to the Giants. And probably lost to Pittsburgh, and I lost to Detroit. Yeah, 1-4.
Wait a minute. There's 2 wins that you just said. The Saints and the Giants.
Okay, so 2-3. So what is that? 2-3 then? 2-4 by week 6.
We
beat New Orleans and we beat the Giants.
I don't know, man. Maybe
my numbers not adding up right.
Well, I don't know if you've been bitten by one of these. I'm trying to hold you off. You know what I'm saying? You might have been bitten by one of the zombies, man. I don't know, man. You know.
I've been bitten by a goddamn mosquito, but
it probably had the Riggs. It probably had the Riggs virus in it. You know, that's what it is, man. You got the you've been hit with the Riggs virus. That's what it is. You got the Riggs virus, man.
my point is, I got a point while I'm looking at the schedule. And I'm looking at this. If Dak struggles against Cleveland, he struggles against Baltimore, and he struggles against Pittsburgh and Detroit, do we start to make a change?
To a degree, when you're saying struggling, a quarterback that's coming off of an all-pro season, you think that he's going to throw worse than what he's doing last season? And what quantifies struggling? Like 3, 4, 5 picks?
Struggling, I'm talking about manage, turnovers, not looking at the field properly, not hitting wide open guys, overthrowing, struggling against defenses, not preparing himself for the zone defenses, because that's basically what they're going to be.
Are you under the impressions that Cooper Rush or a guy who only played 110 games in his entirety is going to perform better against those defenses?
I'm hoping to see some lands. Yeah, I'm hoping to see that.
Come on, man.
Swallow that. I know you think it's funny.
It's funny because if he struggle, what do you think they gonna do?
We agree to not disagree.
Huh?
I'm saying, how much longer do you want to wait? Do you want to continue to go down the road with San Fran, Atlanta, Philly, Detroit, Washington? And I mean, at the bottom back of the schedule is tough. Only way after you take your ass whooping by the bye week, you may get your ass whooped against San Francisco, but then coming down the stretch, it's a little bit easy. The back end is not as tough. So, I mean, do you want to try to say, hey, he can't beat tough defenses, or you want to continue to fool yourself on the back end and say, oh, he's played these teams under 500, and then get to the playoffs, and then now there's another boom, 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 boom. I'm just saying. I mean,
so in your world, and let me get some zombie. Let me get some zombie emojis in the chat, y'all. Let me get the zombie emojis in the chat. But let me just say this, JP. Go ahead. Cause you're a contrarian now. You know, you started off good, but now you're a contrarian. You know, go ahead.
Mr. Nathan, how much longer do you want to wait?
How much longer? How long did it took last season? What do you consider struggling with Dak Prescott? What do you consider struggling?
2-6. I mean 2-4.
2-4. And the nature of the losses, is it the defense giving up 30 or more points, or this is just Dak Prescott?
No.
Yeah, go ahead. So we losing these games. We losing this game under Dak Prescott for like what, 17-10 and stuff like that.
I'm talking about scoring points.
Scoring points. So you saying that this particular team, the number one offense last season, collectively speaking, is going to struggle in his second season under Mike McCarthy because of what? because those defenses are pretty good. So that's one goalpost, right? So if they don't struggle, JP, if they don't struggle, and we are undefeated at this point, do you go ahead and just stop what you're doing and go ahead and pay the man?
I know I won't pay him, but I'll keep him in this. He's in a progress report mode right now.
Progress report. What more? What more do you want from last season from him? If you're looking at from what a quarterback's supposed to do, how can he improve from what he did last season?
I want to see more. I want to see the NFC Championship game.
What more do you want from me?
Look at this.
I want everything from you.
You want everything. So what I'm saying is, with this quarterback, even if you think that this team is going to fall flat on their face, don't you know the worst years that Dak Prescott played under was even at that 8-8 for that season, and he still gave you the gaudy numbers dead. And it wasn't really primarily his fault. Even when you look at what year was that, 2019, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Let me pull this up. Hold on. While I'm pulling this up.
No, you pull this up real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you telling me if we 2-4 coming out of the bye week, and we still have a chance to make the playoffs, and that's what they're going to be talking about the whole time on NFL Network and all this. They're still looking at the back end. They're going to talk about the back end of the schedule.
No, what I'm saying is, hold on. Let me say this, JP.
You want to put Lance on you want to continue to keep Lance on the shelf and continue to ride it out with that and to pay him.
There's no tangible evidence. There's no tangible evidence that Lance will be able to throw. This is one of Dak's worst seasons. He threw for still 4,901 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 11 INTs. Don't you know Jalen Hurts can't even do this. Jalen Hurts can't even do this.
What does that mean?
What that means is you got the quarterback. That means that there's no tangible evidence that Trey Lance nor Cooper Rush will be able to solidify even this. This is what I'm trying to say. So even Dak at his worst, he's still going to give you this. So there's no room to say, hey, that's benchable. That's not even benchable. You know what I'm saying? He's not.
Okay. So you still stuck in the past then?
No, I'm saying even this in the present. So you mean to tell me? I think you just want to argue with me because you went to you went from Brookhaven. No, you from Brookhaven. No, you from Brookhaven, Mississippi, and you just want to argue with me. That's what it is. Come on.
So you just like.
You just want to argue, man.
We agree to disagree.
I'm not going to agree. I'm not agreeing at all to what you are trying to say. No way.
So what is it? You want to put a small wager on it? You can Venmo me.
Wait a minute. Now you trying to take money out of my pockets for what? What's the wager? Because this may be a lopsided situation. What you trying to wager?
Well, I'll figure that out. I'll write that down. I got to put that in the affidavit first and a text message to make sure you come through on that paper.
Man, you got your cotton picking mind, man. You got your cotton picking mind, bro.
I'm just saying, y'all.
Look, man, you got your cotton picking mind.
I mean, I understand your point. He got good numbers and all that. You know, I respect your decision. But I'm saying, though, I mean, when do we start when do we start looking in the other direction? Because I'm not scared. I'm not scared of losing with Trey. I'm not scared to see his
but hold on, we are. All of the fan base that's watching right now, we are scared of losing with that. You know, we don't want to see that. You know, that's what we're trying to tell you, man.
So they're scared of that. So let me ask you this. So this schedule is tough as hell. That will be tough on him.
So it'll be easy on Trey Lance? Come on, man.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying.
Hey, bro, come on now,
it's going to be tough. I'm not saying it's going to be tough on Trey Lance also. But I'm saying I don't want to see no more disheartening asshole play from Dak. And not taking care of the ball, not running when it's time. And can you beat zone coverage? That's all I'm asking. And when I saw the playoff game, I'm standing on top of the playoff. I'm on top of the hill right now.
Right.
And you can't touch me, Mr. Natchez. I'm on top of the hill. I walk up the hill. I did my treadmill. I hit my weight, and I'm up top of the hill. And
Right.
and I'm tough right now. I'm standing on top of the hill, and I'm saying what I saw in the playoff game needs to be recovered, and needs to be a show of brilliancy coming from him, coming down the stretch of the game.
Man.
From that Green Bay game. You can't touch that Green Bay game.
How you beat zone cover defense?
I ain't got time to answer all that. But what I'm saying is, figure out a way to beat zone defense.
Figure out
a way to beat it.
There's a few ways you can, but primarily what you do when you see zone. When they play in quarters defense, or if they playing too high, or if they got all of the guys, they dropping 6, what's the best thing to do with that?
Well, all I'm saying
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man, JP, man. I thank you so much for calling in.
Step my backyard, a great argument. You know, we always going to get into it. But I'm just saying, bro.
Damn!
You know, hey, my movie theater, stay away from books. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you all allowed to come in there. I am going to open the gate up for you, though.
Man, open the gate for me, man. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to all of the ones out there in Brookhaven, man. Shout out to them, man.
The gatekeeper watching you, Long.
I got the key.
Careful now.
I got the key to your city over there, man. We own y'all over there, man. Shout out to Brookhaven, though, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
Hey, backwoods watermelon and rice, baby, and gravy, baby.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. That's a good call. Good call. Still a good call from my guy, JP, man. He just look. What's difficult for Dak Prescott is easy for Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. But I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. Like, if you look at it from this perspective, if you want to say, okay, the Cowboys finished 8-8 this season. This was probably their worst season under Dak Prescott, collectively speaking. He went 4,901 yards, 30 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. That's what you're going to get at his worst. And if you look back at it, even his second season ever with the Cowboys, this is what he got. This was his second season in 2017. Now, football, of course, every year, all of the teams are different. But this is what you got from his second season ever playing in the National Football League. I don't think you're going to get that version of Dak Prescott. Nevertheless, I don't think you're going to get even the 2019 version of Dak Prescott. Now, this is not only to say that any other quarterback that wears the silver and blue will not be as good as this, but this goes back to that lima bean theory, man. A lot of you guys might not like the lima beans and the butter beans, but what Mama said is that these beans are good for you, man. These beans are good for you, and you refuse to eat. But when you get a little bit older, you're going to realize you're going to be saying to yourself, you man, Mama Neil was right, man, about them beans.
Please come home.
What have you got?
I got beans and
bologna. Jeez. All right, last but not least, man, my guy from the 254. You're live on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law? How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Doing great.
Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Yeah, I can hear you pretty well.
All right, good deal. So, man, that's a lot to digest. I don't know how I follow that up, but I'm going to. So,
Go ahead.
Yesterday I posted a video that says essentially 7 reasons why I think the Cowboys are going to win 13 games this year.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm like you. I'm not going to get into the dynamics of who's going to win and who's going to lose because I don't want to put that on the team.
Right.
But what I will say is, just kind of quick throw out there, the Cowboys' hardest games are at home for the most part.
Okay.
You have the 49ers, on the road. You have the Browns on the road. But when you look at it overall in the grand scheme of things, their hardest games are at home, and they play better at home. When in a toss-up game, you're going to give the home team some love, and over the last few years, they played better at home. So that right there should, tilt
Right.
you on some so-so games. So you got that. This is year 2 of the Texas Coast offense. So they're going to be better on that. They're going to this new kickoff rule is going to be a game changer for us.
Mm-hmm.
No joke. You're going to get Turpin and you're going to get Deuce back there on this kickoff return, and I have it. The video's posted on this video that I did yesterday. It's going to be no joke. Bones has got some stuff up his sleeve, and he was part of trying to get this done, and it's going to help the Cowboys immensely.
Yeah. Hey.
And then, of course, the defense. The defense is, I think, Zimmer's going to save Mike McCarthy's job. Our defense is going to be sound. It's going to be better. This is going to work. It is going to work. And you just can't help but feel like things are going to be better. The Cowboys didn't lose anybody that they didn't want to pick up because they could have moved money around if they wanted to take those players.
Right.
They let go of people that they wanted to let go. And so you take about, the upgrade on the offensive line, the upgrade at linebacker, Mike Zimmer, sound fundamental football on defense, playing hard for the coach that's in his last year. You take all these things along with the new kickoff rule and all that, it is going to be, I think it's going to not be as stressful as we think it's going to be. If they could start strong, I could see them winning 13 games this year or more.
Hey man, I'm right with you. I've had this team going 13-4 for the last 3 or 4 years. I've been wrong, but I've been closer to the right aspect of it because we won 12-5. So hopefully we can figure it out this season. And I'm not going to go down to where we're going to lose the games at for right now. It's still too soon. I want to see us physically in practice, in camp, so I can make my necessary adjustments. But I don't foresee the offense falling clean off the map because I'm going to go back to this chart that I pulled up. The people that we're missing on offense, I'm going to yell out these names: Tyler Biadasz, Michael Gallup, Tony Pollard, and Tyron Smith. Those are the people we're missing.
One of my 7 is Tolbert is going to be better than what Michael Gallup was for us last year.
Okay.
I think he is going to have a step-up year this year. For a lot of these guys, and mentals are everything, and that's for us in life as well. I mean, when your mentals are off, it throws everything off. And so when you're playing a game that's physical and your mentals are not right, I mean that it's only going to affect you in a negative way. Yeah,
it's going to. I mean, you're right on it. I have no other conversation to that. I'm kind of echoing what you're saying. I just think that the Cowboys in general, a lot that Green Bay Packer game left a real bitter taste in our mouths, and it's not going to wash it out until we win another game, until we get back to the postseason again. And
100% Law.
That's where we at.
This is the point. One last point here. Whether or not they get a deal done with Dak Prescott right now or wait until he becomes a free agent, if the Cowboys want to keep him, they'll keep him. They'll just throw the money at him, whether that is 60, 65. If they want him, if he decides, I don't want to sign an extension, and we're just going to let this thing play out, and he stays healthy and he wins multiple games in the playoffs this year, you don't think that the Cowboys are just going to give the absolute? It's going to be a record-breaking contract, and it doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys, if he wants to stay a Cowboy, they're going to offer up the money no matter what. It doesn't matter what that number is.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in. Let people know where they can find and follow your content.
Yes, sir. So it's Commish Gaming and Sports Talk. The and is an and sign. Focus on Cowboy content and also, gaming. So I really appreciate it, Law. I love watching your videos, and keep up the good work.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man, and you keep up the good work as well. That's Commish Gaming, man. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, he was the last caller.
Goodbye.
So such a refreshing last caller opposed to what my guy said, you know. Let's go to a super chat. Appreciate you, Gallup. He says your boy Poindexter contributing to Oxnard Fund. Keep bringing the great content. God bless you and your family. Law, and happy Father's Day, man. Happy Father's Day to all, man. The Father's Day crew, man. Yes, indeed. Give me a bow tie, some drawers, a t-shirt or a coffee cup, all of that good stuff that we get for Father's Day. And I want me some Salisbury steak, huh? I love to have some Salisbury steak, man. Over a bed of rice, baby. But neither here nor there, man. This was a jam-packed show, man. I think we went about 3 or 4 hours of unbelievable time. Hope the Mavs win tonight. You know, no draws. Patrice said no draws. Boxers are brief, you know. Appreciate y'all, man, so much. But in seriousness, I hope that everybody have a wonderful weekend coming around the corner. I hope that the Mavs be victorious tonight. And if you guys have not joined the Prize Picks one more time, I'm going to see if I can share this one with you all. And you can make your necessary adjustments when you do that as well. And when you click on that, just use promo code LAW. They will match up to $100 for you. And if you want to make your own necessary adjustment, you can do such on Derek Lively. But I got him going less than 7 points tonight. So we'll be all watching the game in good faith for my Mavs. Since my Mavs, because I'm going to have to say my Mavs since I'm living in the state of Texas now. Because the Mavs got to do me a huge favor. They do. Because I can't stand Boston. I know we got some Cowboys Celtics over here, but I can't stand them. But before I depart, man, I just want to tell people, man, R.I.P. to the legend, the GOAT, Jerry West. Just sad, terrible news of him catching a cloud and going on to see the grand creator. You know, he's a legend. He's a GOAT. And of course, you know, the Lakers wouldn't be the Lakers if it wasn't for Jerry West, by the way. But, hey, if you guys can, say your prayers to the West family. Condolences out to Jerry West, who passed away at the age of 1938, 2024 divided by minus 1938. 86. 80, is that 86, y'all? 86. He's 86 years of age. So he died at the age of 86, and he's gone on to talk to the greats, man. I heard that him and Larry Allen, that they already got a youth league up there in the heavens, man, and Tom Landry doing some good stuff with them too, you know. And Tom Landry coaching the basketball team over there, you know, even though he played football, you know. So it's great knowing that these legends, man, they going to live forever, y'all, because we're going to keep remembering what they brought to the game. And I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. R.I.P. to Jerry West, though. Look, not Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones going to outlive us all from what I heard. But appreciate y'all, man, for these type of long marathon shows. What make it long is the phone calls. And we all go through those moments, man. You know, of being down, being out. But then there's a channel like Law Nation. I'm young enough to remember, or old enough to remember, that there will be days where we give unbelievable interviews and conversational lines when it's 2,000 people in the chat. There's been times that I had 1,000 people in the chat. There's been times I had 500 people in the chat. But there's times that we only have 100. But I'm old enough to remember when there was only 10. The good thing that you can say about Law Nation, that I don't know if you can talk about many others, not to put them down, but I'm going to give you the same, regardless if there's 2, regardless if there's 3 or 3,000. Consistency is what it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
I'm not going to give you guys a short time. I'm going to give you guys a great time because I value your time. I'm going to give you my all. I am. No shortcuts, just real, raw, and uncut over here, baby. They say the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the mighty. It's to he that endures to the end. And we some enduring folks. One of the fruits of the spirits is long suffering. And we've been suffering for a long time, rooting for this team. We like, look, we tired of all of this fruit now. Where the good stuff at, Lord? But we still here, silver and blue. We still here.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
We still fighting for it, baby. We're not folding up like a wallet nor a lawn chair. We may cry a little bit. We may get angry a little bit, but we 10 toes down right now. You see the 3-letter, the 4-letter networks, they are wondering, how come these boys are still rooting for their team, still supporting their team, still in good favor of their team? How come they're not fickle? How come they're not wavering? How come they didn't jump to the other side yet? How come there's not a bandwagon full of the Kansas City Chiefs fans there that used to be Cowboy fans? Because we're not new to this, baby. We true to this. We bleed the silver and blue. From the womb to the tomb. They say when I'm gone, when it's time for me to catch a cloud, you better put a star on my tombstone. If not, I'm coming out to hunt you. You know, because it's always going to be the Dallas Cowboys to the day we die, baby. And it's going to be that from here on and here on and here on. This life or the next, baby. That's what we do over here. Ain't that right, y'all?
He ain't lying.
Write this one down. I know you guys already committed to memory by now. I know you guys did. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, to give up your peace in your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go after the thing with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, poverty, famish, or fame, or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone under the sound of my voice, you will get it, baby. Come on, baby. Good.
That's where the guts went. Just dropped it.
Hey, Bad Boys 4 is really good, man. Y'all go check out Bad Boys 4, man. Oh, my goodness.
Give me my theme music.
Yeah, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Here I go. Here I go. New media, baby. We don't die, we multiply, baby. True story. True story. Somebody starting their YouTube page up now. Shout out to you. Hey, roll those credits. Come on.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal.
That boy good.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Ooh. Ooh. Shout out to you, Def King. Shout out to you, Sadiq, Lisa, Rail, I Rock, Rockwell in the house, Freddie Neal, appreciate you. Swayze, let's get it.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play.
Charge it to the high. Come on.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revenant.
Who with Law, baby?
I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now.
Put a law in the chat if you with Law, baby. Nah, switching sides about loyalty, baby.
For the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Hey.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer.
Call it too legit, baby.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Appreciate you, Patrice.
Don't need no
Come
deals,
on.
I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kinda check the song.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Get him, Parsons. Get him.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah. I been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Oh, snap. Did y'all hear that breaking news?
I talk stuff. I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time?
Just one more time.
The hard fight they did?
Look at her with them blue fingernails. You know she a Cowboy. She a Cowboy fan of them.
Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl chance for now.
Legends have it. She got some cowboy lingerie on up under that coat jacket and everything. She do. Let's go ahead and get on up out of here, man. And hey, y'all already know how we do it, man. Nobody can do it like us, baby.
And who can do it like me?
Nobody.
Who can give you what you need?
Nobody.
Who can do you all night long? Nobody, baby. Nobody.
What we tell her, baby?
Does it better?
And what they can do?
They can come closer than close. Yeah.
What we tell them, baby?
Original, they never will be.
Now play my theme music. Come on. Hey, we about. If we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart, baby. Yup. Where the zombies at, baby? Zombie love, baby. Yeah. Thank you. Zombie love. That's me right there fighting them all. Hit you. Let me see some zombies in the chat. I be on. What we tell them, baby? I follow. Wherever you go, whatever you do, play it too. You can tell them, they say, Law, I'm trying to grab you, Law.
All I ask.
Lisa going to the Ravens game. Let's get it, Lisa. Don't get bitten by these folks right here. What we tell them?
Don't let the street lights hit you all alone.
Don't let them hit you. Don't let them bite you, dude. JP was bitten by these group of zombies. I be on player 2. I follow. Thank you.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, play it too.
Go birds! Let's go birds! ELGS!
You could not live with your own failure.
All right, we up out of here, man.
Come out the closet.
Then we tell them.
Please come home.
What we got, baby?
I got beans and bologna.
God sees in you what you don't see in yourself. And that's why he chose you to break generation cycles. And he about to open door for you that no man can shut. That no man can shut. Because he wants to be a witness for what he about to do. Woo! My God. He wants them to be a witness for what he about to do. So keep faith. Keep faith. And don't worry about if God gonna do it. Because it's already done. It's already done. You are favored. Victory's upon you. I need y'all to receive this message. Big dog.
Big dog. I love when you say that. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we about.
See, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me. Right. And somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees. This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
All right, until next time. Yes, indeed, Reggie can fight, y'all. Reggie can fight. Shout out to Bad Boys 4. We about DC for life.
Let's go, man!